All right, so we're gonna do this for station identification. This is my first reaction video from my Discord. Yes, Lord, Discord. Yes, Lord, Discord. This one is Lawyer Explains Stable Diffusion. Stable Diffusion is an AI platform. You know, AI is taking over. So this is about a lawsuit, because the thing about AI, it gets all this information from the internet. So yes, AI is faster than humans, giving you the answers you want, but it's based on stuff on the internet. It's not coming up with its own intellect and its own separate studies, yada, yada, yada. It's coming up with concepts straight from the internet. So if you say, Chat GPT, write me a story about blah, 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 they grab all their data from stuff that's on the internet. So chances are, could it be a copyright infringement or could it not? So this video is about Lawyer Explains Stable Diffusion lawsuit. Let's see what we talking about.
Corridor Crew has released a video where their lawyer is talking about the Stable Diffusion lawsuit. Let's look at that.
Now back to fair use, okay? Fair use is an affirmative defense, meaning that it can't be brought by a plaintiff to initiate a lawsuit. It can only be argued by a defendant once a plaintiff asserts a copyright violation. And at the moment, we're still waiting on Stability's answer to the initial complaint.
So it's likely that Stability AI is going to use fair use as a defense, but they haven't responded to it yet. And as you've seen, fair use is not something you can claim on your own. It can only be used as a defense once someone says, well, you're breaking their copyright.
It's hard to conceive how they wouldn't make a fair use argument here. So here's how that analysis might go by a court.
The Lion dataset is a collection of billions of images from the internet that have been scrapped from the internet to train the Stable Diffusion model, but the Stable Diffusion model does not include...
Now, to break it down, the Stable Diffusion is, in general, you text what you want to see visually and it gives you video. Obviously, they need data to be able to give you some video. So they're not going so deep into it, but obviously somebody had a problem with it saying you infringing on my copyright. But just for those who didn't know, it's a platform that uses AI for text to video.
These images.
At its core, fair use is intended to prevent a rigid application of copyright law that would otherwise stifle the very creativity copyright law is designed to foster. Courts consider 4 factors. Now, this is the most critical part of how this whole thing will shake out, so don't fall asleep here. A failure to understand the nuance will ultimately lead to a failure to understand the conclusion itself. First, the courts consider whether the purpose and character of the new use is transformative of the original. Take the original copyrighted work and transform its very nature to such a significant degree that the use no longer qualifies as infringing
Chicken noodle soup. Tomato soup.
Because it serves a new purpose.
The interesting thing is you've seen right now that he's showing examples of fine art where the image used is almost identical to the original work, but it is transformed in an artistic sense because it brings new ideas, new information, new philosophical concepts to light. Culture and art needs to be able to react to things that are already there and cannot just create only new things without any reference. Actually, as a matter of fact,
this dude is not American. I say that because American copyright laws is a motherfucker. Like, I use Mixcloud.com. Shout out to everybody that follow Crucial Noise Radio. I use Mixcloud.com/Crucial Noise Radio. And they got all these extra copyright laws, but in other countries, London, overseas, Yugoslavia, I don't even know. You know what I mean? But, for example, they had the best, there was one DJ that had the best of Stevie Wonder, but it was all Stevie Wonder, and I couldn't play it because they said, this is not available in your country. What? Stevie Wonder is an American artist, and I cannot listen to the best of Stevie Wonder on Mixcloud, which is a British-based company, without restrictions. So that's why I bring that up. It's nothing against homie that's saying what he has to say, but copyright law varies from country to country, okay?
fact, being referential to art that has existed before is a major element of arts, and it would make art useless and pointless if it wouldn't have this kind of reference in it, because then it would be floating in.
Bruh, I don't know what you talking about, bro. You're talking too much, bro. Get to the point, bro.
Art.
Said, just because a new use is found to be transformative does not guarantee that the new use is fair. That's because the courts will also consider the nature of the original work, the amount and substantiality of the original work used in the new work, and finally, whether or not the new use undermines the value of and market for the original.
The lawyer broke down a few factors on what makes it fair use.
The commercial value of the new use can't be one that undermines or replaces the value of the original work. Instead, fair
Yeah, without, yo, I showed my kids both of those videos. They loved it.
use requires
I'm fat. I'm fat.
something highly new, something original, a new purpose at which the new use is being directed.
Bruh.
And lastly, courts always consider the prior precedent in making a determination of fair use. Well, nothing quite like AI image generators has existed before, and there are a multitude of cases worth considering.
Yeah, the laws have not caught up with technology, so we're still in a gray area, folks.
I find two in particular that stand out.
One of the main problems here might be, and this is what you just also hinted at, is that the technology is very, very new, so we don't actually know.
Bro, I said that already. Shut the fuck up. I said that already. Bruh.
Due to the highly transformative nature of the use, ruling that Google transformed the images from one of entertainment to one of retrieving information, and noting that search engine technology provides an astoundingly valuable public benefit which should not be jeopardized just because it might affect someone's sales. That's pretty strong precedent. The second case is Authors Guild versus Google, which was brought by different groups of publishers against Google over whether Google had committed copyright infringement when it scanned and digitized fair use, stating that digitizing the books, creating a search functionality for them, and displaying only snippets of them in the search results was fair use. It also had a commercial nature and a profit motivation in the new use.
Bruh. I don't know. Is this too much? Y'all enjoying this video? Let me know. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave some comments. Let me know what you feel about this video. This one's a little different because I'm doing a reaction video to somebody doing reaction video, but it was sent to my Discord. In case you don't know, this is my Discord, and I'm just going through a couple of videos to react to. So this is the main one right now. This is the reason why we here. Reason why we here. You know what I'm saying? And bruh, he's cool, but like he's saying too much for me. You're doing too much.
Transformative nature of a new use, and I think the case against Stability, if it doesn't settle first, will be no different here. I think overall, Stability does have a very good argument for fair use because it appears that their use of the training images in the Lion 5B dataset is highly transformative, such that it creates a new purpose for the original images. I don't think there's much denying that. In addition, it doesn't appear that this new use by Stability deprives the copyright owners of their right to control and benefit from their original work. This type of technology has never existed before, especially given how quickly it's developed. I think that, as with the dawn of the internet, we need to be very careful in considering the far-reaching implications that a finding of fair use might have. In data science, that crap in equals crap out is 100% true here. Now, whether or not that unfairly deprives the copyright owner of their right to control and benefit from their work, I do think remains to be seen.
Yo, Getty Images have mad pictures of me and other people, especially celebrities, because I'm no celebrity, not yet, you know what I mean? And they charging mad money for the pictures. I'm like, bro, give me the picture, bro. It's a picture of me. But by law, the photographer owns the picture. Just a side note. Like, this copyright shit is very intricate.
This video, news broke that Getty Images is suing Stability in the United Kingdom for also alleged copyright violations. There doesn't appear to be any shortage of litigation coming, but perhaps, just maybe, if we can separate our emotions from it, we might be able to see that this legal fight is exactly what needs to be happening right now.
Yeah, because the technology is so ahead, the laws are not ready because the scenarios never existed. Even if you go back to hip hop, there were copyright laws, but nobody expected people to make records and bits and pieces and loops and drum breaks and samples and, micro whatever from other people's records and make a whole nother song, do it off the radar where it's so powerful that they gotta figure it out. For some, it's like, hell no, you can't use my shit. I need this and this and that and that. But the smart ones were like, this is where we at. This is what's gonna happen. Let me clear this. Let me work it out, capitalize off of it as well. And that was then, because sampling was a new technology. There was never a way to take a recording a certain quality and add it to your music and build on top of it before that point in time. So it went from what a DJ, 2 turntables and vinyls, to a mixer being able to sample a few seconds, to a drum machine / sampler to be able to do that for 10 seconds. And then it went on and on and on and on. So you get to Pro Tools and you get to Logic, where you can literally record a whole freaking record. That happened before a law could even take that in consideration. So that's where we are right now with these AI, Stable Diffusion, Chat GPT, et cetera, That's where we are right now. They're able to take so much data or content or copyrighted material and transform it and feed it back to you in the form of information or form of entertainment or form of whatever. There are no laws for that because it never existed. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. If you feeling this video, send a like. If you want more of this, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Peace.
It's crucial. Crucial.